Welcome to the Drunkard's Path. I'm Shelley, and today we have a few things to go over. Our giveaway, some projects that I've made in the past, a little cross stitch that I'd like to show you. So let's get started. First of all, our latest giveaway is this quilt kit. It's called Peppermint Bark. This is the pattern, and it is a lap size quilt, and with it comes 12 fat quarters, all different with the Christmas theme, your binding and backing, all in this nice plastic, I guess what you call it, storage bin. So for every purchase you make, your name will go into that for that giveaway, and that will be drawn on December 15th at the end of the day. So get your name in and you can win this in the middle of December. Okay, this is a cross stitch. I don't think I've shown you. It is, the chart was by Susan Aki, and this is a free pattern on the Aurifil website. So just Google Susan Aki free patterns Aurifil, and you can see how much detail there is in this pattern, and you got plenty of time from now until Christmas to work on something like this. But it was a fun project to do, and if you're just new to cross stitch, it's fairly economical compared to quilting, I guess. But yeah, go on to the site and get your free pattern and see what you can come up with. And you don't have to stick to the colors that are noted. You can make it anything you want, so give it a try. With Thanksgiving just around the corner, I thought I'd pull out one of my Thanksgiving projects that I made. I'm pretty sure I got this kit at the Stitchery in Petrolia a few years back, but it was it just caught my eye in the store, and I thought, wow, what fun would that be? And it's got a lot of little pieces, a lot of flying geese, and it's a little bit challenging, but it turned out great. I'm pretty happy with it. So yeah, get working on those fall projects, Halloween, Thanksgiving. This is the time right now. We've got lots of fabrics you can choose from. Now I thought I'd give you all a little trunk show of my past Halloween projects. Anybody that knows me knows that Halloween is my all-time favorite holiday of the year. Even though it's not an official holiday, but in my head, it's number one. It's something about the colors, just the fun of when the kids were little, taking them trick-or-treating. It was just a lot of fun, and we always decorated the house like we were known in the neighborhood for just going over the top with Halloween. But now that we have our first grandchild, that tradition can live on. Okay, so the first one I have here, let me see if I can get it going the right way. I guess there isn't really a right way and a wrong way. This was from Fat Quarter Shop. Put out, it was a sew along. It was a mystery sew along, and we've got pumpkins. And I know I know it's a little bit busy, but what I did was grab from my stash. I didn't go with the kit that they were putting out, but I mean, I liked it. It is, like I say, a little bit on the busy side, but it works. That middle block, that was a little challenging, but it was, you know, when I put it all together, it looked pretty good. So I'm going to hold it up. And then the backing is this really cute, looks like, I don't know if that's supposed to be Mother Goose or somebody, a witch flying through the air, but I really love that fabric for the backing. And here we have another Fat Quarter Shop sew along for their Halloween sew along, and this one, get it right. Again, I think I grabbed from my stash, and I forget the original background color that they have, but I thought I'd go with this goldy color. So we've got witch's hat. This one's so cute. It's so cute with the ghost with his tail, and then there's a candle that's kind of floating on his tail. The broomstick in the middle, your cauldron, and your cat. So that one's really cute. Next one, I believe, from one of my travels to different quilt shops, I got this kit. I can't remember where I got it, but it was just kind of fussy cutting out all of these little pictures, and then you have your borders going in between. So I just like the colors on here, and it could be a table topper or you can hang it on the wall. This next one I did as a table runner. It's kind of, well, I used my scraps on this and just kind of, you know, I wasn't really following a pattern, so it just have these pineapple type blocks. I think I used the pineapple ruler tool, which really helps out. And on the ends, I just kind of appliqued pumpkins and did a all over meander for the quilting on both sides. So it's just fun to see what you can come up with. And we have this nice orangey background that kind of ties into the Halloween theme. So yeah, just see what you can come up with. It's a lot of fun. This one, I got a panel. Oops, wrong way. I bought a panel and I put that in the middle and I cut out, can't remember, I think it was just one big panel. So I cut out all the different pictures, and then I put more pineapple blocks. And in the middle of each one, I cut out a little pumpkin face that was on the fabric that I had. And I used all different types of fabrics. And so in between the pineapple, you just have like your plain, or not plain, but your just a solid fabric, Halloween fabric in the middle. So this is just kind of like my own creation. And this is what I came up with. And it turned out pretty good. This next one I made a few years ago. I got the pattern for these owls, and again, all scrappy and whatever I could find in my stash. I made all these 4 owls and this black background, but then I used like a variegated orange thread to do the meandering for the quilting. But it's I really liked it. I thought it just kind of stood out, and yeah, looks very Halloween-y to me. This next one is just totally scrappy. This is just all bits and pieces that I had left over, and just, I think I did 2.5-inch squares, sewed them all together, stuck a couple borders on there, and did again with the variegated orangey thread, just did a meander all over, and this is the finished product there. And my last one I did last year. I don't think I've shown this before, but maybe I have, but I can't remember, so we'll show it again. This one was from the Urban Chicks Halloween fabric from last year, and the name of the collection escapes me, but it's got this cute little, it was a big panel of cats. So there's 3 cats, and then the 9 patch you put on point, and it's not that hard to do. It's just sewing them in rows, and then you add your triangles on the side and on the top, and it turned out very, very, very cute, just very retro looking. So that concludes the trunk show portion of the video, and now Angelus is going to show you the new Halloween line that we got in. It's called Kitty Loves Candy.
So the next in the line of the 4 new collections we got is the last Halloween one, Kitty Loves Candy. And starting here, we have white. They're all just named after colors. Some of them, again, are the same. So make sure you get the right one when you're looking through them all. And you'll notice this one here is like a little pumpkin-y patch. But it's also very colorful. It's a lot in that kind of like pinks and oranges, and yellows, not quite as much red. There's a little bit. And there's a similar kind of a style to the last quilt you just saw from what was just shown off there that had like the big cat on it. It's in that more style than all the other ones. So if you're interested in something like that, this works. Okay, for the next one we have orange. And this is a bunch of little portraits of little guys, little cats with witch hats on it, or actual witches, pumpkins, flowers. Again, it's very colorful. It's even got like some greens and blues in there, which is not typically what you see off of Halloween fabric. Okay, so then we have the most red type of fabric in all this line, and it's of course called orange. It's a bunch of little stars here. And the next one is also a bunch of little stars. Here we have yellow. Again, following that kind of like the pinky kind of, even a little purpley red. Next we have black, which is the classic Halloween colors. You know, black, orange, yellow, white, and a type of plaid patterning. Next we have for pink, a completely pink background with some little kitty cats on them. Some of them are also pink. And the last two are the same pattern. This one is called teal. Farmhouse, some teal stripes in the background. And again, that same witch that's shown up a couple times. Same with the same cats. And last one, same pattern. It's called orange. So we're going to be continuing to show off the collections that we have got now. We're going to be moving on to the Christmas fabrics, even though Halloween is still coming up. Of course, all the Halloween collections, including 2 other ones that we have on the store right now, Halloween and Spellbound. So we have 4 collections, plenty of Halloween stuff to go around. But we'll be showing off the Christmas stuff next week. So now we have block 6 of Sewcialites 2.
Welcome to the Sewcialites 2 Quilt Along, block 6. This block was designed by Camille Ross Kelly, and the block skill level is intermediate, so it's not too bad. And I'm going to make the 6-inch block, and this is the fabric requirements, what we need, and the piece sizes. So I have I'm gonna slowly move this over here so it doesn't fall. I cut all my pieces. I put my alphabeties on my pieces so I know what is what. And we can get started shortly. I set my stitch length to 1.6, and just prior to starting here today, I oiled my machine. So just in case you haven't done it in a while, maybe you just want to, oil up your machine and make sure it's in good running condition. So let's get started. Okay, it calls for a piece A, go in a B and a D. So I'm going to put the B and D together, and I'm going to make 4 of those units. So we will take our B's and our D's, and we're going to sew each of these together as instructed. So they're kind of small pieces, so if you want to pin, go ahead, but I'm just going to chain piece them along. Okay, remember your 1/4-inch seam, and down we go. And I just want to say that when you're cutting out your fabric, make sure that you cut out exactly what it tells you, because it'll just make it that much easier when you go to piece it all together. So just take your time when you're cutting, and be very accurate on your cuts. One. Okay, let's cut them apart. And I'm going to iron them open. Okay, I have ironed them open, as you can see. And now I'm going to take piece A, fabric A, and our orientation says the dart goes to the bottom, so I'm just going to flip that over, line it up, and sew my 1/4 inch. And chain piece the rest. Okay, I'm gonna do it like that. Just to be consistent. If you feel more comfortable pinning, then pin away. iron them open. Okay, those are now sitting under the clapper. I'll just leave them there. Let's go on to the next one. We're going to make some flying geese. There's a couple spots where you're going to need to do it. So I'm going to follow how it tells me here, but you make them any way that you're comfortable with if you have your specialty rulers or a different set of instructions, but I'll show you how I do it. So a C. So I'll get all my C's, and we need an E. So I'm going to go with the, here's the E. Let's put them all the right way to start. And we're just going to cover half of it. And we're going to start up in the corner. Well, sorry, in the middle, the corner of the white. So rather than start down here, because it gets messed up if you start that way and go the opposite way. So we're just going to do this. I'm going to follow along my red line so I go from quarter to corner correctly. Okay, there's one. We're going to do that 4 times. We're going to chain piece them all. And we're going to trim them up. So cut a 1/4 inch away from the seam. It's just a little bit of waste, so I don't mind. Okay, now to iron them open. Okay, I've got them all ironed open. So now we're going to do the other side. So we need 4 of the C's, and now we're going to do the other side. So line up your corners, and there we go. Here we go. And you're putting your piece on. You shouldn't really be able to see the fabric underneath, around the edges. So, okay, snip. And then we're going to do another trim. These ones open. Okay, now we're going to do the exact same thing, but with pieces C and F. So here's our F's and the rest of our C's. So I will do exactly the same thing, and I will show you in a minute. Okay, now it says to join the flying geese together. So we're going to make 4 units that look like this. I'm lined up here, so I'm gonna flip it over, and hopefully it stays lined up. Down. Okay. Again, you can pin here if you want. And just keep to that 1/4 inch. 1. Cut them apart and see how well we did. Let's see. Oh, looks good. And one more. No points were cut off. Yay. Okay, so now I'm going to iron them. I'll see which way it wants to go. Okay, I ended up ironing those ones open. So now it tells me to lay it out. Okay, now it tells me to put these units on either side of the flying geese. So let's do that. Okay, we're gonna lay it out. Get the picture in front of you so you get the orientation correct. There's that one. Geese going like that. And that goes like that. Right? Yes. Okay. That. The blue is down and the blue is down. Actually, I'm gonna just trim this one a bit. It's sticking out. This one, I'm gonna pin. Now, this one looks a little tricky. Other one, and put that end piece on. This side. Okay, and I'm going to follow what it says for ironing. So I'll be right back. Okay, we've got that done. And you can see I cut off just a tiny section of the point, but it's not enough. That's going to bug me. So, no, I am not perfect. We're going to lay it out and as it shows here in the picture, and we should have it done shortly. And this one. Okay, so we haven't done our middle section, so let's do that. Pin it. That section. Now we're going to put the other side on. Tiny pin, and away we go. I'm going to iron that in the opposite way. I'm going to iron that in. Let's join it all together. So we're going to do the end first. Okay, and let's do our other end so they meet. And then we should nest our middle pieces here. You can feel it, pin it. Okay. Quarter-inch. Just take your time going over all of these seams. Pull a little bit to make the meat. Take the pin out. see. No, that looks good. Okay, I'm going to iron it first. Now let's join the bottom piece. So again, we're going to pin the bottom and match up the top. And nest those pieces together. Okay, let's see what we get. I say be careful of your fingers too. I saw twice on Facebook where women said they sewed over their finger, and I cannot even imagine how much that would hurt. Safety first. Okay, I'm gonna iron the other part, this part, and I will be right back. Just want to let you know we do sell the alphabeties at the shop, so they do come in very handy. Okay, and here's our finished block. Actually, it looks pretty good. Looks not too bad, not too bad. So again, take your time. Here is, okay, that's the block completed, and this is what ours looks like. And number 6 is done, and on to number 7. Thank you so much for your patronage and your trust in our quilt shop. And as always, keep sewing, keep stitching.